Hello, second grade. This video is for Tuesday's work. All right, so the first page that you had to be on is called transitions. When you write, you should use words to connect your sentences and paragraphs. Transitions make it easy for sentences and paragraphs to move into each other. Think of a house. When a house is built, it is made of bricks. The bricks don't stack on each other, though. They have cement and mortar, the stuff that holds them together. They keep the bricks from scraping against each other. Transitions do the same thing for sentences and paragraphs. Transitions are words or phrases that help you make connections. So kind of like when we are writing and we're signaling time, we say first, next, then, last. However is a great transition. For example, in closing, finally, in conclusion, all of these words that we use and we have heard in stories before. So on the first one, it says choose the word or phrase that best connects sentence 1 and 2. When we're reading sentence 1 and 2, it says, my cousin Lauren loves music. She studied music in school. So what word or phrase best connects sentences 1 and 2? My cousin Lauren loves music. Finally, she studied music in school. My cousin Lauren loves music. Later, she studied music in school. My cousin Lauren loves music. For example, she studied music in school. Or my cousin Lauren loves music. However, she studied music in school. How many items? Oh, perfect. So for number 1, you should have marked for example. Because if she loves music, they're giving you an example that she studied music in school. Number 2 says, choose the word that best connects sentences 1 and 2. Airplanes are wonderful. They get you where you need to go fast. Airplanes are wonderful until they get you where you need to go fast. Airplanes are wonderful because they get you where you need to go fast. Airplanes are wonderful unless they get you where you need to go fast. Or airplanes are wonderful first, they get you where they need to go fast. You are going to say airplanes are wonderful because they get you where you need to go fast. Number 3, Tamara wanted to become a doctor. Blank, she studied a lot of math and science in school. Then she studied more science in college. Next, she got to medical school. Finally, she became a doctor for kids. Tamara worked hard to be a doctor. Your answer here is going to be first, because that's the first thing that she tells you. Tamara wanted to become a doctor. First, she studied a lot of math and science in school. Number 4, choose the best word that connects sentences 3 and 4. Let's find 3 and 4. He didn't stop there. He retired and ran for mayor. Is it he didn't stop there, later he retired and ran for mayor? He didn't stop there altogether. He retired and ran for mayor. Therefore, he retired and ran for mayor, or before he retired and ran for mayor. The one that would make sense is later. Later, he retired and ran for mayor. Number 5, Shelf Silverstein is a famous writer. Some think that he is one of the best writers in children's books. Choose the word or phrase that best connects sentences 1 and 2. Shelf Silverstein is a famous writer first. Some think that he is one of the best writers. Shelf Silverstein is a famous writer again. Some think that he's the best writer. Shel Silverstein is a famous writer. In fact, some think he is one of the best writers, or later some think he is one of the best writers. Your answer should be C, in fact. Going down to math, area by counting. It says, which rectangle is split into 14 same-size squares? There should not be any gaps between same-size squares, so W would not be correct. There should not be any overlapping squares, so X would not be correct. The squares should be all the same size, so Z should not represent it. The correct rectangle is Y, 14 same-size squares. So, number 1, the shape below has been divided into the same size squares. How many squares make up the shape? You can do this by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. But as second graders now, we also know that you I'm going to challenge you, instead of counting each individual square, I want to challenge you to write the multiplication problem next to the problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 on the side. When you're writing your multiplication problem, you know that it is 6 times 6, which you know equals 36. So on each one of these area problems, I want you to try and draw and write this multiplication problem on each one. So question 2, how many squares make up this shape? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 times 6 is 24. Again, on this one, when I see your picture, I want you to make sure that you are labeling it, just like this one, and writing the multiplication problem. So when I see your answers, I want to see it labeled like that. I'm not going to do it here because you have to do it yourself. Same thing for this one. How many squares make up the shape? 1, 2, 3, 4. You would label that side 4. 1, 2, label that side 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Remember, don't forget to label it just like we did for this one. Number 4, which rectangle is split into 10 same-size squares? Well, we can cross off W because we know that's not the same size. We can cross off X because that's not the same size. We can cross off Y because that's not the same size. The only one that would make sense is Z. The shape below has been divided into same size squares. Again, go ahead and label your sides. Write your multiplication problem. You should have labeled it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 at the bottom. You know that 8 times 4 equals 32. Moving on to long and short vowels, you know that long vowels say a letter. So the long A says A, the long E says E, the long I says I. The short vowels, A says A, E says I says I, O says ah, U says and Y says I. So choose the word with the short vowel sound that best completes the sentence below. Elizabeth loves to wear a blank. And remember, short vowel sound. So, does she like to wear a cap, a cape, a coat, or a cone? Well, we know that cape is not the answer because that's the long vowel. We know that O is not the answer, coat, and we know that cone is not the answer. The only one that would make sense for the short vowel is cap, A. So again, make sure you pay attention to what's asking you, short vowel. And another example for the long vowel, remember long vowel says the letter, so rock. Books would not be the correct one. Sticks would not be the correct one. And rags would not be the correct one. Those are all short vowel sounds. So your only long vowel word is stones. O. I like to throw stones in the lake. And again, a couple more examples. The following short vowel sounds: apple, elephant, pig, dog, and cup. And two vowels that come together and say the same name of the first vowel: train, A, P, E, feet, E, boat, O. Scroll down. You guys know all of these. Number 1, Jonathan has 8 sisters. Find the word that has the same vowel sound as A in 8. Give. Does that have A? I. Does that have A? Pay. Does that have A? Cookie. Does that have A? Your answer should have been pay. 8. Pay. Number 2. Nina likes to make pancakes to eat with her dad. Which word has the short vowel sound? Make, likes, eat, dad. Make says A. Likes says I. Oops. Eat says E. So the only short vowel sound is dad. Ah. Number 3, so many people waited in line at the bank. Which word has the same vowel sound as E in people? Because remember, E-O just says E. It's not people. So, is it pail, tie, honey, tent? The only one that says E is honey. Number 4, which letter is silent in the word not? Let's point to each sound and say it. N, A, T. You know that the silent letter is the K at the beginning. Number 5, the tall lady lived in a small house. Which word has a long vowel sound? Lady, small, tall, lived. Lady has the long A vowel sound. Lady. And finally, the last one for today. Compare whole numbers. The symbol less than means is less than. This symbol means greater than, and this symbol means equal to. We've kind of done one like this already, so this should be super duper easy for you. Which choice correctly compares these numbers? 281, 821. We know that 821 is bigger. If you would like for a couple extra points, go ahead and draw your symbol inside of the circle. Number 2, which choice correctly compares these numbers? We can see that 600 and 630 are equal. Number 3, which choice correctly compares these numbers? 918 and 981. This one is meant to trick you a little bit to see which one is bigger. Is B, 981. Which choice correctly compares these numbers? 649, 469. We know that the 600 is bigger than the 400. Number 5, which choice correctly compares these numbers? 947, 974. We know that 974 is bigger. I know that one was super fast, but you guys just did that the other day, so you are already rock stars on it. Second grade, thanks for following along. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.